Mississi here, and welcome back to another episode of The Sinking City. So today we are gonna continue with the main quest, which is the quid pro quo. So our next step is this one, the poisoner and the university. The man who broke into the EOD fish storage is somehow connected to the university. I need to visit the university. So the university is over there. We already have a fast travel point there after I was doing the infested areas, so it's gonna be really easy to get there. So yeah, before we start though, grab some cookies and some tea, and I hope you enjoy. I don't think I've ever been going close to the university. It looks actually kind of nice here. Right, this is the university? Hello?
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
Tell me about this flask. Need to find Professor Westerbrook. Tell me about the flask.
You recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have hundreds of bottles like this in the university.
Fine. I need to know what's in it. Any suggestions?
You need an analysis. Well, I'm sure someone from the Department of Medicine can help there.
Need to find Professor Westerbrook.
I'm looking for Professor Westerbrook. You know where I can find him?
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
Specimen?
Never mind. He's in the Department of Medicine. Let me show you.
That will be really helpful, thank you.
You have a good day.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye-bye now. Department of Medicine, over there. Okie dokie. Hello. Oh, hello.
Wendell sent you to deliver me the books, right?
No. You must have me confused with someone else.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just worried for the fate of these tomes. It's been a week without news from Wendell. Maybe you can help me. I'd reward you, of course.
Sure.
Why not? What can I do?
Oh, marvelous. Let's get acquainted then. Samuel Hogus, honorary member of Altera Par's book club.
Charles Reed, Private Eye.
Good, good. Listen, we're missing 3 rare books. One was taken for restoration while the other 2 were being studied. I asked Wendell to contact all parties, but he's gone quiet. Here's our records. Please, retrieve the tomes. They're so very valuable.
Tell me about these books.
Why are they so valuable?
They're the 3rd, 7th, and 9th tomes written by the humble servant. The collection of all 11 books is our most prized possession. The author's real name is a mystery, but we know that he was an Oakmonter for sure.
Right, got it.
Okay, I'm on it.
Bye-bye now. Okay, that's another side quest I can do after I go on to the professor. I think it's here. Hello? No. Nobody wanna talk to me? No. Can I go? Yeah, come on, good. You wanna talk to me?
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind.
The flask.
You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Yeah, could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
I can solve that. There's no other way. I can solve that.
So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Oh, that's awfully kind, sir. Is this the way to the basement?
The door won't budge.
Okay, this band to all staff and students of the University of Oakmont. Henceforth, any mention of the Everyone's Obvious Duty organization, also known as EOD, is its symbolics, current and or past members, as well as espousing their beliefs, is forbidden on university grounds on pain of dismissal and or expulsion. The administration has received numerous reports of EOD activity and outreach disguised as so-called charity work throughout our university and all over Oakmont. This dangerous activity has reached epidemic proportion and cannot be tolerated on administration of the Board of Trustees. Huh. Alright. Is that why they were poisoning the storage? Because they kinda against them? I can't grab the ammo. I think it's this door. Ah, here we go. Of course. Don't tell me the big one is alive. The lab is clear. Was it really only two? I'm gonna heal. Thank you. Ugh.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Okay. Just take a small breather. You're okay. Experiment log part 1, March 2nd. I have finally received a living specimen. Sadly, it's only the smallest one. The grounds call it Mr. Handsome, but I think I need a proper name. March 3rd. While thinking about the name for a specimen all night, I began a series of experiments on the creature. So far, it has proven exceptionally resistant to all the poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. Its tricking, though, is bound to haunt me. March 5th. Last night I had a vision. Thousands of hands wrapped around me as a blanket, and I heard the name inside my head. Stygian Harvester. Ooh. Right. I'm guessing Stygian Harvester is the name of those, and no, don't grab your gun.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
How could they even manage to trap one of these?
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
Oh my gosh. It's okay. Experiment log part 2. March 10th. With those pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimen remained alive even with half of its internal organs removed. Ooh. It's fascinating. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th. I developed a way to reanimate their tissue, even in one that's been dead for weeks. This is monumental. The possibilities of it, the implications. Does this hint at something hidden? Some trace presence inside other creatures, and perhaps even ourselves? I will need to find volunteers. Oh no. Don't tell me it's gonna start experimenting on people. Well, is it anything else here? It's something over there. Interesting. Huh.
I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I?
We should. I don't think I'm able to though. Can I press it?
So very tempting.
It's tempting, yeah. Push it. Ah, no, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Inventory. Okay, that was interesting. I guess we revived that thing. Is that brains? Oh, it is. Right, we have cleared out the basement, I think, now. Hello. I have cleared the lab.
Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Your turn.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long.
Thank you.
We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow-acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
Huh, where did it come from?
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
Who have access? Antidotes? What are the symptoms? Who have access?
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
Remind me about Ryzen real
Can you
quick.
fill me in on Ryzen again?
Of course. What do you need to know?
What are the
How
symptoms?
can you tell if someone's been poisoned with Ryzen?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold. But over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
Antidote?
There's some kind of cure for Ryzen?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
Right.
I'll see you later.
Can I not continue talk? Okay. Tell me about the professor. Yeah.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
Tell me about Professor
I
Westerbrook.
want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Some secret should stay buried. 6 feet under.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why. It's about what if.
Tell me about Professor Cavendish.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none. Worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
Right. Goodbye for
I'll
now.
see you later.
Mr. Throgmorton, and this is upstairs, yes. Professor Edwin Westerbrook. Okay, this is his stuff. Address personnel only. This lock is shiny. Not anymore.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Oh boy. Oh, hello. This way.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
Huh. Why would you make a copy of a key? please. A secret chamber in a warehouse. Westbrook had ashes to poison. The guard is afraid of Anna. George County has made a spare key. The EOD ranks are swelling. So it's... Suppose this is the one, and Westerbrook has the poison. The poison thief. George Cavendish, a professor at Oakmont University, is the poison thief. He made himself a copy of the key to Poison Locker. According to a student, he lives somewhere in Advent. Alright. I thought it was Westerbrooks that was the bad one, but it looks like it may be this guy. Cavendish. Is it anything else here? Oh yeah. Draft an article. Brothers and sisters crossed out. Too familiar. My fellow Americans crossed out. They are Americans too. Citizens of Oakmont. How much longer will we put up with those fish-faced bastards crossed out? Those sea freaks crossed out. How much longer will we put up with this? Those K-forsaken degenerations who call themselves the EOD crossed out. Huh. Right. Is this one? Never mind. Closed for maintenance? Huh. Is it nothing I missed? And not from Professor Westbrook. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. I won't step foot into this building again until the works are finished. Or you give me Cavendish's office. You tell it to the board. I'm through this force, Westerbrook. I guess that explains why he's not here. Right, all evidence is collected. Right, so now we need to figure out where this Cavendish lives. So I suppose we need to go to the City Hall place. Is it this one? Oakmont City Hall, yes. So there, where's the... just straight ahead. Alrighty, we'll go over there and see if we can find him. Okay, we're here. Okay, hello.
Oh, stop bothering me, newcomer.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Damn. The poison thief. So, subject, he is a citizen. Registry, citizen records. And the district, it was Advent. George Cavendish's profile, named George Walter Cavendish. Date of birth, January 26, 1883. Place of birth, Oakmont, Mass. Place of residence, Oakmont, Mass. Advent Central Street, Michael's Road between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street, Flat 2. Occupation, Professor of Biology, Department of Medicine, Oakmont University. Civil status, divorced. Okay. Right. So, we found out where Cavendish lives now, but we're gonna have to visit him in the next episode. But for now, that's gonna be it for today. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope I see you next time. Bye bye!